Yo, what's going on, people? It's your boy Jay Jordan back for another WNBA watch along. Today we have another early game, another camp day game. This time it's between the Minnesota Lynx and the Dallas Wings. Tudo, salute. Man said he did all the spreads for today's game. Okay, hopefully that all pans out for you, my friend. Hopefully that all pans out. But welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. For those who are new to the W, throughout the summertime, they have camp games. Basically, all the kids in the U.S. are usually in summer camp. They're out of regular school. They're at camp. So the W usually has probably a game for each team, where each team has a midday game so that all the kids who are in camp around the specific city can attend the game, and it's usually nice lively crowd for these games in the middle of the day. So that's what we have today. The game starts at 1 p.m. Eastern. It is now 12:48 p.m. Eastern here on the East Coast. So I'm looking forward to this game, and we're back with some more W highlights, or W games, I should say. Last time we were on Watchalong was on Tuesday. It was a game between the Minnesota Lynx and the New York Liberty. It was the Commissioner's Cup final. New York was trying to go back-to-back in the Commissioner's Cup, and unfortunately, they ended up losing to the Minnesota Lynx on Tuesday. So that the score was pretty close. It was 94-89. Minnesota really did their thing. New York struggled with turnovers in that game. So it continues the trend of the Commissioner's Cup winner not winning in back-to-back years. They've had a new winner every single year since it started in 2021. Tudo says, I hope New York Liberty are enjoying these days off. Yeah, I hope so. And he also says, what happened? Put this up. What happened to the Wings? They fell out this season. The Wings, yeah, they're in a bad way. As you can see, the records there, the Lynx are 13-3. The Wings are 3-13. They've been dealing with a lot of injuries from even this before the season began. With Satu Sabali getting hurt during the offseason, so she hasn't played a game yet. Natasha Howard got hurt the first game of the season. She just came back probably 2-3 games ago. Maddie Segrist ended up getting hurt as well about 3 games ago. Fractured her finger. You had Jaylen Brown, the rookie. She's out with an illness. I don't think she's probably played one official game with the team in the regular season so far. So they've been Enrique sat out a game too for Achilles. So they've been dealing with a lot of injuries, and it's been a tough stretch for them. They've lost 11 straight games, so they are in a bad way right now. But let's take a look at the starting lineups. They have been released. For the Lynx, it's Courtney Williams, Kayla McBride, Bridget Carlton, Nafisa Collier, and Alana Smith. Their bench: Dorka Juhas, Cecilia Zandelsini, Olivia Pupa, it's Natisha. I have Natasha here. It's Natisha Heidemann. My mistake on the spelling. I think spell check violated me there. Natisha Heidemann, Sika Kone, and Diamond Miller is off of the injury report. She was dealing with a knee injury again. It was reported right before I got on that she is off of the injury report. So there are no players on that report for the Lynx. For the Dallas Wings, you have Sevgi Uzun, JC Sheldon, Enrique Agumbawale, Natasha Howard, and Tierra McCowan. Their bench: Lou Lopez Seneschal, Stephanie Soares, Monique Billings, and Odyssey Sims, who was just signed to a hardship contract about a day or two ago. Odyssey Sims played with them last year, if I'm not mistaken, and is now back on a hardship contract. Morgan Bursch was on the previous hardship contract, but she has been released. So Odyssey Sims is back with them. On their injury report, as I mentioned, the aforementioned Satu Sabali still out with the shoulder. Jaylen Brown still out with the illness. So they are dealing with that at the moment. And Maddie Segrist, of course, with the fractured finger. Tudo says Celtics. Kristaps Porzingis will miss the start of next season after having surgery to repair a torn. Oh, okay. Yeah, I did see that alert pop up on my phone about Kristaps Porzingis. All the best in his recovery. All the best in his recovery. All right, this is the second matchup of the season between these two teams. The Lynx, of course, have won both of the first two. Lynx won on June 2nd, 87-76. They played again on June 17th. The Lynx won 90-78. The leading scorers for both teams: Nafisa Collier with 20.9 points a game, Arike Gumbawale with 23.9 points a game. Nafisa also leading the Lynx in rebounding with 10.4 rebounds a game, Monique Billings with 8.9 rebounds a game. And in terms of assists, Courtney Williams with 5.5 assists, Arike Gumbawale with 4.8 assists. As I mentioned, the Lynx on a 6-game winning streak. The Lynx are, not including the game on Tuesday because that doesn't count towards the standings, but they are on a 6-game winning streak. The Dallas Wings are on an 11-game losing streak. And they need whatever help they could possibly get at this point in time. All right, so we got about 8 minutes before the stream starts. This game is on League Pass only, if I'm not mistaken. This game is on League Pass. Let me verify that. You can watch it on your local broadcaster if you're in the Texas area or the Minneapolis area. Bally Sports Southwest, if you get that channel in your area, and Bally Sports North, if you get that channel in your area. Otherwise, you can watch it on League Pass, which is what I have it up on right now. All right, people. So about 6 minutes. Let me start this poll. I did have a poll ready for those who are here. Thanks for being here for this afternoon game. The poll is going to be who scores the most points between Arike, Nafisa, or other. Let's see if it pops up here. Poll has started. Make sure you get your answers in. The question is, excuse me, who scores more points? Arike Gumbawale, Nafisa Collier, or other? For Arike, you put exclamation mark vote space Arike. For Nafisa, you put exclamation mark vote space PHEE for fee. And for other, you put exclamation mark vote space other. Let your vote be seen and heard. Make sure you type it in exactly how it is there, or else your vote will not trigger on the system. I'm gonna go with Nafisa, so I'm gonna do exclamation mark vote space PHEE for Nafisa. And then, as you can see, my vote just counted. So that is who I'm going with for today. Tudo says other. Okay. Who you got, Tudo? Who you think is going to score more? Last game that Minnesota played against the Liberty, Bridget Carlton was a surprise leading scorer. She had about 23-ish points. Nafisa finished 2 behind her with 21. Nafisa ended up winning the MVP of the game, of the Commissioner's Cup, even though I thought Bridget should have won it. All right, so the broadcast, they're playing commercials here on League Pass, which is a good sign. They're showing highlights from the Wings versus Mystics game that took place on Sunday. I believe this one was. They played back-to-back, a Saturday, Sunday back-to-back. In terms of injuries for that, Washington, Carly Samuelson fractured her hand, so she's out. The Washington Mystics dealing with injuries to Brittany Sykes, who they say won't be back till after the Olympics. Shakira Alston still hurt, and now Carly Samuelson. Tudo says I want to make it spicy. Now I hear that, bro. I hear that. All right, I didn't even look at the stuff today. I wanted to make a little parlay or bet for this game, and I took a nap and woke up, and it was time to stream, so I didn't even get to do that. But let me take a look at what's out here so I can get involved here. This bet has been staring me in the face. I might go with this. I think Minnesota will win this game, and I have Bridget Carlton 3+3s. Minnesota win a player performance double here. I'm gonna put something on this. Let's see if I let's put it. Let's see what I can put on here. Let's see. That's the only thing I'm gonna put on this game, I think. So Bridget Carlton to hit 3 threes and Minnesota to win. Hopefully she can continue that 3-point streak that she had against the New York Liberty. Let's see if that goes through. Oh snap! I didn't even set my fantasy lineup. Thankfully, the game didn't start yet, so let me get that situated. Took my first loss in fantasy this weekend. This past week, I should say. The team I was playing against had Sabrina and Brianna. They both had stellar games. And it just wasn't enough. All right, good. My lineup is set. I got 3 people playing in this 1 o'clock window. I have Courtney Williams, Nafisa Collier, and Tierra McCowan. Tierra McCowan she's been really inconsistent. For a big player, you would think she would get more rebounds, but recently, she sort of has, when she gets not played out of games, but sometimes she'll get involved in foul trouble and she'll play herself out of games, I should say. Tudo says I might do straight money line on all the faves since FanDuel give me a boost. Listen, go for it, bro. Go for it. I'm gonna keep looking to see if I see anything that's pretty interesting in these games. All right, so it's 12:59 p.m. Eastern here on the East Coast. The official broadcast should be starting soon, so I'm on the lookout for that. If you're new here, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. This is the first of 3 games we'll be doing today. First of 3 games we'll be streaming today. The next game will be at 7 p.m. on Prime. It'll be the Aces at Chicago. Angel Reese and Asia Wilson going at it. We'll be doing that one, and then the last one of the day, the Fever at Seattle. So Caitlin Clark versus Jewel Lloyd, Skylar Diggins-Smith, Nneka Ogwumike, that whole squad over there. So make sure you're with me all day. We'll have a nice break in between the first and second games. This game should end around a little after 3 p.m. Eastern. Next stream won't start until about 6:45 p.m. Eastern. So the only game we won't be doing is the Connecticut Sun at Washington Mystics. That game starts at 7 p.m. Eastern as well. That game is on League Pass. We'll be keeping an eye on the scores during that late window, but in order of what we're paying attention to, we have some good games here on the slate. Oh, I see there's a 30% profit boost on FanDuel for the W today. I don't like to rush the bets since the game's about to start. I don't want to play anything out of rushing. All right, so the broadcast has started. They're showing all the kids here in Dallas, in Arlington to be specific, for this camp game. The kids look pretty excited. I guess it's always good as a kid to get out of the building that you're having camp in and be able to go out and do something different. Cheryl Soup's on the call along with Ron Thulin. He's usually the play-by-play guy for the Dallas Wings. Again, this game is on League Pass. Let me share this stream on Twitter. See if anybody's looking for some W action this afternoon. Tudo said Sun might blow them out. Yeah, it might be bad for Washington. They're a solid defensive team, but I don't know if they have enough offense to keep up with it. Down in Dallas. Tap in. right, I'm about to send this tweet out. WNBA. All right. Some early camp day hoops down in Dallas have been. Let's post. All right. Just shared that stream. And we should be good to go, people. Should be good to go. Izzy, what's going on? Salute, salute. Salute, salute, salute. What is going on? Thanks for joining for some early afternoon on the East Coast, probably morning hoops on the West Coast. Starting lineups are the same that we have on the screen. They're just announcing them now or displaying them on the screen. Yeah, there's a game about to come on. It's a camp day game for all the kids who are in summer camp in the Arlington, Dallas area. They usually have early games so that these kids can attend with their summer camps. This is the second one of the season. We had one, I think, last week with Dallas against Chicago. The game was in Chicago. So that is the purpose of these camp day games. Okay, Cheryl Reeve, head coach of the Minnesota Lynx. And Latricia Trammell, coach of the Dallas Wings. Coach Reeve for Minnesota is also the head coach of the USAW Olympic team. So we'll see what happens here. I'm going to leave this game alone. I was going to try and rush and make a little parlay, but I don't want to rush and do anything in regards to that. I'll just load up for the second games. All right, so we have Minnesota on a 6-game winning streak, Dallas on an 11-game losing streak. Cheryl Reeve's game plans for this game: compete for 40 minutes, be disruptive on defense, and score the ball. So we'll see if Dallas can at least do some of these things here. It'll be a tough matchup. The Minnesota Lynx are a solid team. They can really shoot the three. All their players in the starting lineup can shoot the three. So it's going to be an interesting game for Dallas. Let's see if they can break their 11-game losing streak. It'll be tough though. Enrique might need to have one of those nights to carry this team. Natasha Howard did her thing last game for a half against the Mystics. She had like 20 in the first half, but then fell apart towards the end. And they end up losing the game, back-to-back games to the Mystics. So now they're the worst team in the league. Let me see, am I right? Yeah, Dallas is 3-13. Washington is 4-13. So it'll be interesting to see what happens in this game. Odyssey Sims, as I mentioned, back with the Dallas Wings. All right, people. Nafisa versus Tierra for the jump ball. Ball's up. Tierra McCowan tips it right to Minnesota, and we are off, people. We are off. Camp day game. Lynx versus Wings. Bridget Carlton with the ball, guarded by J.C. Sheldon. Over to Nafisa Collier. Handoff to Courtney Williams. She pulls up for a three. In and out. Bounces around. Tierra McCowan with the rebound. Good early rebound by Tierra. Hopefully that bodes well for the rest of the game. J.C. Sheldon over to Natasha, over to Tierra. Tierra in the post goes up, and they get Tierra McCowan. An early bucket. Sealed her under the basket. Sealed Alana Smith, and Dallas is on the board 2-0. Kayla McBride with the ball. Drive to the basket. Out to Courtney Williams. Over to Nafisa. Nafisa pulls up for a three. Misses. Rebound Alana Smith. Nope. Bounces off her hands over to J.C. Sheldon. Sheldon over to Sevgi. What's up, Beulah? Sevgi over to J.C. Sheldon. They're looking for Tierra McCowan again. They bring the double. Tierra McCowan with the ball goes over to Sevgi for the corner three. And she misses. Rebound, Alana Smith. Alana Smith running the break here. Alana Smith attacks, goes up, switches hands, misses. She gets her own rebound, gets tipped out, gets blocked. Nafisa Collier gets blocked by Tierra McCown, but they call a foul. And Nafisa going to the line for free throws. So Nafisa looking for her first points of the game. At the line, shoots the first free throw, and it rims out. So she misses the first. And she buries the second. So Minnesota's on the board. Dallas 2, Minnesota 1. Ball over to J.C. Sheldon, right side of the floor, over to Natasha Howard. Natasha Howard tries to drive, loses her dribble, hands it off to Enrique. Enrique goes left off the screen from Natasha. Still left, pulls up for the mid-range jump shot, front rims it, rebound by Nafisa. Over to Courtney Williams. Over to Bridget Carlton, left side of the floor. Hesitation dribble, she drives over to Courtney Williams. Over to Alana Smith for three, and she buries it. Alana Smith knocks down the right wing three, and the Lynx take the lead 4-2. Sevgi with the ball. Sevgi out to Natasha Howard, down to Tierra McCowan. Pass is too hot, bounces off the hands, and goes out of bounds. So it goes to the Lynx. Nafisa inbounds it to Courtney Williams. Nafisa over to Bridget, over to Kayla McBride, who pulls up for the left corner three, misses. Rebound to Howard. Howard running the break here. Howard over to Sevgi, over to Enrique, left side of the floor. Comes right. Bounce past to Natasha. She saves it, almost as a turnover. Keeps her dribble alive. Hand off to Sevgi. Sevgi playing behind the screen. Sevgi, baseline jump shot. Off. Rebound, Kayla McBride. Left side for Kayla. Kayla over to Alana Smith. She pulls up for another three. Alana Smith, back-to-back threes. One from the right side, this time from the left side. And it's 7-2. Minnesota. As I mentioned, everybody on this team can shoot threes. It's hard for Tierra McCown to be playing out there on the perimeter. So Sevgi with the ball. Sevgi over to JC. Right side of the floor. Over to Sevgi. Down to Tierra McCown. She goes up. Oh, she gets too far under the basket and hits it off the bottom of the rim. Rebound by Alana Smith. Nafisa quickly up the court. Over to Courtney Williams. Baseline. Jump shot. Misses. Long rebound to Enrique. Dallas struggling to score here. They scored their first attempt and haven't scored since. J.C. Sheldon over to McCowan. Over to Sevgi. Sevgi playing in front of her bench. Keeps the dribble alive. Goes under the basket. Out to Enrique for the right wing three. Misses. Rebound McCowan. McCowan gets blocked. Gets the ball back and goes up and scores. They were looking for a jump ball there. But it was not called. McCowan with all 4 points for the Wings. Alana Smith with the ball over to Williams. Courtney Williams comes off the screen. Now to Alana Smith for another three. Oh, Alana Smith 3 for 3 from 3. And she has 9 points already. 10-4 Lynx. Sevgi with the drive, goes up with the left, bounces around and scores. Sevgi Uzun with the left-hand layup. And it's 10-6 Minnesota. Alana Smith over to McBride. McBride left side of the floor. Down to Nafisa. Nafisa face up. Spins back to the right. Fall away jump shot. Good over Natasha Howard. Nafisa with her first field goal. And it's 12-6 Minnesota. Natasha Howard over to Sevgi. Sevgi comes off the screen. Sevgi into the paint. Down to Tierra McCowan. She goes up and gets fouled by Alana Smith. So Tierra McCowan going to the line for field goals. For free throws, excuse me. Foul on Alana Smith. That's her first foul. So Tierra McCowan at the line. Shoots the first. And she knocks down the first free throw. 12-7. They're showing a picture of all the kids here at the game. It's pretty packed. It's packed in there. And Tierra McCowan hits both free throws. So it's 12-8 Minnesota right now. Tierra McCowan with 6 points to lead the Wings. Courtney Williams over to Alana Smith. Hand off to Bridget Carlton. She pulls up for a three. And Bridget knocks down the three from the right wing. Threes are falling here for the Minnesota Lynx. And it's 15-8. 4 to 5 field goals by the Minnesota Lynx have been threes. Oh, Tierra McCowan gets the ball down low, spins and scores. Tierra McCowan. And it's 15-10. Tierra McCowan being aggressive early, actually being a beast in the post. Oh, Bridget Carlton gets the pass. Oh, she smokes the layup, gets her rebound, and misses the putback. And they call a foul on Enrique on the second attempt. Officials timeout here with 4 minutes, 25 seconds to go in the first quarter. So when we come back, Bridget Carlton will be shooting 2 free throws. All right, so pretty good action so far. Dallas hanging around. They're really trying to feature Tierra McCowan early. She does have the size and weight advantage over Alana Smith. She's already up to 8 points on 3 of 4 shooting, but Alana Smith fighting back on the other end the best way she can. Shooting threes, hit 3 of her 3 threes so far, has 9 points. All right, let's end this poll. Let's end this poll here. I have Nafisa looks like she's in the lead. So we'll close the poll, complete it. We have Nafisa Collier to score the most points today. So far, she has 3 points. 3 points for Nafisa. All right, salute to everybody who's here on the stream for this early afternoon game here. Depending on where you are in the country or outside the country, thanks for being here. It's a camp day game for those who are new to the W. Each team has about probably one camp day game a year for the kids who are in summer camp here in the U.S. to attend a game with their, their organization or the summer camp they're a part of. They have it at these times so that the kids can attend the game and they can make it back to wherever their summer camp is located before their parents or guardian come and get them. A nice way to get the kids involved. Get them. A lot of people say this is the first time they saw a camp game or saw a WNBA game, was during a summer camp where they were brought to the game. They're talking to the VP of Ticket Sales and Service for the Wings, and she's talking about how important these camp day games are in the grand scheme. Bill says, I hear Jimmy Butler not re-signed with the Heat. He a free agent. No, Jimmy Butler, he has 1 year left on his deal. He's not signing an extension. So this is the last year of his deal. So he'll be with the Heat for this season. At the end of next season, he'll be a free agent. So in 2025, he'll be a free agent. All right, so we're back on the actual game. Bridget Carlton at the line for free throws. Last foul was on Enrique Agumbawale as Bridget Carlton knocks down the first free throw. Second, and Bridget Carlton knocks down both free throws. So she's up to 5 points, Bridget Carlton. Odyssey Sims has checked into the game. She's the point guard. She's familiar with Latricia Trammell's system. Odyssey Sims calling out the play. Over to Monique Billings, who's also checked in for Tierra McCowan. Marika Agumbawale gets her pocket picked by Kayla McBride, and the Lynx have the ball. McBride down to Nafisa. Nafisa out to Bridget Carlton for 3, and she knocks it down. Looks like my bet is going the right way so far. Bridget Carlton with 2 threes. Hey, cuz, what's going on? Yeah, cuz there's a game right now. It's for the summer camp kids out there in Arlington. Ball in play with the Wings. Bridget Carlton hit that last field goal. Yeah, your countrywoman killed us, Beulah. Monique Billings with the ball. Handoff to Odyssey Sims. Odyssey Sims over to Natasha Howard. Natasha Howard shoots the jumper over Nafisa. The 3 and misses. Natisha Heidemann tips the rebound out, and Bridget Carlton has it. Carlton over to Alana Smith, over to Natisha Heidemann, who's in the game. Natisha Heidemann to Nafisa, to Alana Smith for another 3, and she finally misses from 3. Rebound to Enrique. I think the odds on that, the one I did for Bridget Carlton 3 threes and the win, was plus 230, plus 240, somewhere around there. JC Sheldon over to Enrique. Enrique gets into the mid-rangers, passes. I don't know if that was a pass or it was a shot, but miscommunication there. Ball goes out of bounds. Turnover to the Wings. Lynx ball here. 20-10. 20-10. Natasha Howard to the bench, her first rest of the game. Ball in play here. So it's Natisha Heidemann, Nafisa Collier, Alana Smith, McBride, and Carlton for the Lynx. You have Sims, Billings, McCowan, Ogumbawale, and Sheldon. Nafisa, fall away jump shot, misses. Great defense by Mo Billings. Enrique quickly up the court. Enrique drops it off to Tierra McCowan. Foul line jumper is good. Tierra McCowan is hooping for the Wings this afternoon. She's already up in double figures. 20-12 here. Natisha Heidemann into the paint, throws up the left hand layup and scores. Back to a 10-point game. McCowan has had the last 6 points. Odyssey Sims snakes to the basket, goes up and scores with the left hand. 22-14. Bridget Carlton over to Heidemann. Heidemann over to Smith, back to Heidemann. Heidemann for the 3, short. Rebound by Billings. Billings over to Sims. Sims right side of the floor. Sims in and out dribble. Snakes into the paint. Over to Enrique for top of the key 3. Misses. Long rebound goes to Heidemann. Heidemann outlet pass to Bridget Carlton for 3. Oh, she just misses. That would have cashed at least the 3-point part. Nafisa Collier gets the pass from Alana Smith, and she scores. It's 24-14. Back to a 10-point game. Odyssey Sims gets fouled by Natisha Heidemann on the left side of the floor. So Alana Smith and Bridget Carlton will go to the bench for their rest. Let's see who subs in. ESPN, this man's slow. Come on, I gotta refresh this page here. So Dorka Yuha's in for Bridget Carlton. Cecilia Zandalasini in for Alana Smith. Zandalasini killed the Liberty on Tuesday during the Commissioner's Cup. 15 points off the bench. Odyssey Sims over to Billings, down to McCowan. McCowan against Yuhas, goes up for the hook, gets fouled. So Yuhas into the game and immediately fouls McCowan on the attempt. McCowan at the line for free throws. This would be her second trip to the line this afternoon. So McCowan at the line. She shoots the first, knocks down the first. For the second, and it bounces around and misses. Ball gets tipped out of bounds by Mo Billings. But they say it's off of Minnesota, so it stays with Dallas here. So it's 24-15, a minute 13 to go here. A minute 13 to go here. Ball inbound to the Wings. JC Sheldon with the ball. Lou Lopez Seneschal into the game. Lou Lopez from out of UConn. Mo Billings out to Sheldon. Sheldon with 3 on the clock. Pump fakes over to Mo Billings. Goes up. Jumper grazes the rim. Rebound to Dorka Juhas. Quickly up to Natisha. She attacks. Euro step and scores. Wow, what a quick transition move by the Lynx. Natisha Heidemann goes coast to coast. Hits a Euro step. Finishes. Odyssey Sims with the ball over to Mo Billings. They're trying to go high-low, but they go over to Lou Lopez in the corner. She attacks, gets to the basket, finishes. No. Rolls off with the right. And rebound to the Lynx. Xander Lassini brings it across half court over to Heidemann. Back to Xander Lassini. Attacks. Almost loses the ball. Picks up her dribble. Finds Nafisa on the roll. Nafisa fall away jump shot is good. Beautiful move by Nafisa Collier. And it's 28-15. Minnesota will play for one shot here. Shot clock is off. 10 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Odyssey Sims gets the screen from Billings. Drops it off to Billings. Billings mid-range jump shot. Front rims it. Rebound to Xander Lassini over to Heidemann. And she doesn't get the shot off in time from half court. And at the end of the first quarter, Minnesota 28. Dallas Wings 15. Everybody was in on the action for the Lynx in that first quarter. McBride and Williams didn't score out of the starting lineup, but Carlton with 8, Smith with 9, Collier with 7, and Heidemann off the bench with 4. For the Wings, you have McCowan with 11, Sevgi with 2, and Odyssey Sims with 2. Those are the only people who have scored so far. Bulow says, today in my city is graduation for my neighbor's kid who graduated from high school. Congrats to that person. Congrats. All right, so let's get things ready for the second quarter. Minnesota doing what they should do and beating up on a subpar team. 28-15, 28-15. Salute to everybody here on the stream for this afternoon game. Salute to all of you. This is the first of 3 games we'll be doing this evening, I guess you could say. Yeah, this evening. The next game is Las Vegas at Chicago. That is 7 p.m. Eastern. I'll probably be on 6:45 so we could preview the game. It's Asia Wilson versus Angel Reese. The first time these two players will be going against each other in the W. And then we have at 10 p.m., we have the Indiana Fever at the Seattle Storm. Caitlin Clark, of course, Aaliyah Boston against Sky Diggins Smith, Jewel Lloyd, Nneka Ogwumike, Ezzy Magbagor, and that whole team up there in Seattle. So come tap in on the stream voice cracked there. Tap in with me on the stream all day. There will be a break in between the first and second games, of course. So make sure you guys are here for the watch-alongs all day today. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already. Appreciate all the support. We won't be doing any games tomorrow. Probably. We may do a game tomorrow. Looking at the schedule for tomorrow, we have Atlanta at Connecticut and then Sparks at Mercury. We may do that 7:30 game. So be on the lookout for that. I will post it. I'll create a broadcast if we are going to do that. Won't be doing any game on Saturday, I don't believe. Sunday, I'll be at the Liberty game at 1 p.m. Eastern. We play the Atlanta Dream again. All right, so the second quarter is about to start. And we're off. Dallas has the ball to start the second quarter. Sevgi with the ball. Sevgi over to Natasha Howard. They're trying to post up Tierra McCowan. They go cross court to Odyssey Sims. 5 on the shot clock. Over to Sevgi. Sevgi down to Tierra McCowan. She goes up and misses. Gets her own rebound. Goes up again. Misses. Gets her own rebound again. And out to Arike. Over to Sevgi. Sevgi to the foul line. Oh, jumper was halfway down and out. Rebound to McBride. McBride over to Dorka Juhász. Ball hits off her hands and goes out of bounds. Ball back to Dallas. So Dallas had a couple good opportunities there. Couldn't score, but they get the ball back here. Ball back in play. Sevgi with the ball. So it's Sevgi, Natasha Howard, McCowan, Ogunbowale, and Odyssey Sims. Arike for the corner three, and she's finally on the board. Arike Ogunbowale knocks down the three right in front of her bench, and it's 28-18. Juhász over to McBride. McBride deep two and scores. Kayla McBride comes off the screen, hits the foul line jump shot, 30-18 here. Odyssey Sims gets the screen from Natasha Howard. Top of the key, pump fakes for three, gets to the foul line, throws up the floater, misses. Rebound, Xander Lassini of the Lynx. She brings the ball up the court left side, gets the screen from Nafisa, gets into the paint, goes out to Heidemann. Heidemann with the pump fake. Hesitation dribble, crossover on Sims, spin, jump shot, misses. Rebound, McCowan. So McCowan on double-double watch already. She's so inconsistent, but I'll take it. She's on my fantasy team. McCowan over to Ogunbowale. Comes off the screen. Ogunbowale hit the last three, and she hits three. She just needed to see one go in, and she's hit her last two from the left side of the floor. It's 30-21. Nafisa with the ball. Over to Xander Lassini. Xander Lassini. Oh, drop pass to Nafisa. Foul line jump shot is pure. Net didn't even move. That's how good it was. And it's 32-21 here. Uzun over to McCowan. Looking for Arike. Arike guarded tightly. They go over to Odyssey Sims here. Odyssey Sims into the paint. Oh, good pass to Natasha Howard, and she scores. Great find by Odyssey Sims to find Natasha Howard right there in the paint. And it's back to a single-digit game, 32-23. Kayla McBride tries to step through, throws up a shot, misses. Nafisa with the rebound and scores. Nafisa was falling down, gets it off the glass and scores. Arike quickly up the court and gets fouled by Xander Lassini. So it's 34-23 here. 34-23. Tudo says, I hope we win on Sunday. I hope so. We should beat up on the Dream. They have a nice rest. And hopefully they come out and show it. I want to see Sandy's rotations as the ball is inbounded to Dallas. Odyssey Sims, corner to Sevgi. Sevgi attacks baseline, and Kalani Brown, gets the basket from the feed from Sevgi. Diamond Miller is into the game. She was dealing with a knee injury since the beginning of the season. This is her first action as Dorka pulls up for three. It looked ugly, but Dorka Juhász from the left wing knocks down the three. It's 37-25. Howard, a bad entry pass to Kalani, and the ball goes out of bounds. Dallas does the Lynx do a good job of post defense. Trying to deny these passes. Same thing happened in the third quarter against the Liberty. Liberty could not throw an entry pass down to Jonquel Jones, and that's where the game turned. Dorka Juhász down to McBride, and they call a foul before the shot on Sevgi. So Sevgi with a foul on Kayla McBride, who was cutting into the paint. So the camera needs to pan over. We can't really see. They finally zoom out. McBride inbounds to Dorka. Back to McBride. Over to Courtney Williams. Top of the key. Oh, they leave Kayla McBride wide open, and she misses a wide open one. And they call a foul on Diamond. Oh, they call a foul on Arike Ogunbowale on Diamond Miller. A loose ball foul. So Diamond Miller, the second-year player, she's back for the Lynx. So they're back to their full contingent here for the Minnesota Lynx. Their whole team is healthy. So Diamond Miller to inbound here. She inbounds it to Courtney Williams. Kayla McBride comes off the curl, goes up with the scoop and misses. Ball tipped around and the Wings have it. Arike Ogunbowale quickly up the court. Pulls up deep to And Natasha Howard tips the ball in. And it's 37-20. Did they change the score? It should be 37-27 here. Yes. Dorky Uhas over to Diamond Miller. Diamond Miller over to Uhas. Uhas attacks Kalani Brown. Gets into the paint, throws up the hook shot, misses. Nafisa with a rebound. Out to Kayla McBride for three. Oh, and she knocks down the three. Quick release by Kayla, and it's 40-27. Arike Gumbawale bringing the ball up the court. Arike gets the screen from Howard. Over to Natasha for the deep two. Off the back rim, rebound by Nafisa. Nafisa in and out dribble. Handoff to Diamond Miller. Diamond Miller attacks over to Dorka Uhas for another three, and she misses. Nafisa with another rebound. Oh, but Odyssey Sims with the steal. Odyssey Sims. Oh, good pass to Natasha. Goes up for the layup, misses. Gets her own rebound, goes up again, and misses. Nafisa with another rebound. Nafisa Collier beasting on the boards here for the Lynx. Courtney Williams with the ball. Calling for the screen. Goes behind the back, gets her mid-range jump shot, and misses. Rebound, Natasha Howard. So it's 40-27, under 5 minutes to go here. Oh, Arike goes up to Kalani Brown, scores, fouled, and won. So Arike Gumbawale, full court pass to Kalani Brown in the paint. Gets fouled by Courtney Williams, who had the disadvantage, of course. And we have a Dallas Wings timeout. So when we come back, Kalani Brown will be shooting the free throw. So it's 40-29 here. 4 minutes, 40 seconds to go in the first half. So Dallas trying to hang around here. They are outscoring the Lynx 14-12 here in the quarter. Let's see if they could keep it up for all 40 minutes and make this, or keep this interesting, I should say. So as a stat check, we have Nafisa Collier with 11 points and 7 rebounds so far. We have Tierra McCown with 11 points and 5 rebounds. And Nafisa, she's leading. She has 2 assists as well for the Lynx. She's tied for the team lead with 2 assists. Arike Gumbawale with 3 assists. All right, salute to everybody here on the stream. Salute. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Make sure you leave a like on the video if you like this type of content. This is the first of 3 games we're doing today. If you're just joining, first of 3 games. We are in a commercial right now. We are in a commercial. Right, still in the commercial, waiting for them to come back. When they do come back, Kalani Brown of the Dallas Wings will be shooting a free throw to try and complete the 3-point play. Oh, it looks like Tierra McCowan had went to the locker room for a bit, but she is back. She is back. So we're back on the broadcast. Nafisa, Kalani going to the line for a foul shot. But the person who's been killing so far has been Tierra McCowan. She's been finishing all around the basket. She has 11 points and 5 rebounds, and we're not even done with the first half yet. So Kalani Brown at the line for the free throw. Up, and oh, she misses. Nafisa with another rebound. Nafisa with 11 and 8. in the first half so far. Nafisa over to Courtney Williams. Courtney Williams tries to entry pass to Nafisa, and it goes out of bounds. Turnover to the Lynx. They're a team that doesn't really turn the ball over too much. But they do force a lot of turnovers. They forced the Liberty into 21 turnovers on Tuesday during the Commissioner's Cup final. Sims over to Agumbawale. Agumbawale with the drive, and she gets fouled by Diamond Miller. Ball inbounds to Sevgi. Sevgi with the ball. Sevgi drives into the paint, goes up, scoops it up. Oh, just misses. Monique Billings with the rebound, but gets fouled. So Monique Billings going to the line for 2 free throws to see if she can get on the board here. So Monique Billings at the line for free throws. Monique Billings for the first. Oh, she misses the first. Substitutions happening. Bridget Carlton back in the game for Natisha Heidemann. Kayla McBride into the game for Diamond Miller. So Monique Billings for the second, and she knocks in the second. So it's a 10-point game again, 40-30. So it's Williams, Collier, Smith, Carlton, and McBride. So the starters for the Lynx. And then you have Sims, Billings, Uzun, Agumbawale. Oh, as Nafisa rolls to the basket, gets the pass, and scores. RC, my guy, salute. What's good, Brody? It's good. Sims with the ball, goes left-hand dribble. Sims with the floater, rebound. Kalani gets blocked, gets her rebound. She's getting dinged in the paint. Oh, Nafisa just rips it out of her hand, and the Lynx are on the run here. Nafisa over to Williams over to Alana Smith. Alana Smith left wide open for 3, and she buries it. Kalani Brown was still down in the backcourt, and Alana Smith knocks down the 3. Time out to Dallas. Alana Smith with 4 threes already in this game. 4 for 5 from beyond the arc for 12 points. Kalani Brown under the basket, triple teamed here. Can't get rid of the ball. She falls down. Nafisa rips the ball out of her hand, and Alana Smith ends up with a top of the key 3 on the other end. 45-30. 3 minutes, 20 seconds to go here in the second quarter. All right. So we're at another timeout here. Nafisa Collier on double-double alert. 13 points and 8 rebounds so far. Tiara McCowan also on double-double alert. She has 11 points and 5 rebounds. Alana Smith doing her thing for the Lynx. She's been hitting the threes. She's 4 for 5 from 3, 12 points. So the Wings are one of the top 2 3-point percentage shooting teams in the W. So it's not a surprise that they're continuing in that same vein so far. RC said the Wings have expired. Throw them out. Yeah. It's like one of those chicken farms where disease got into the farm, bro. Can't be healthy. You got to throw out the whole batch. Start from scratch. So Minnesota, as I mentioned, there nobody on their injury report anymore. Diamond Miller is back from the knee injury she was dealing with. The Wings, on the other hand, they have 3 players out. With Maddie Segrist, Satu Sabali, Jaylen Brown. All right. So they're showing a nice little commercial here on Maya Moore, and nice little reminiscing about decades past as we wait for them to return to the broadcast. All right. So it's about 1:41 here on the East Coast. You know, it's a little earlier the further you go west. This is a camp day game. I know I've said it a bunch, but for those who are just joining or didn't hear me before, this is a camp day game. Summer camp kids from all around the Arlington, Dallas area get to attend these games with their summer camps. That's why the game is so early. RC says the Minnesota Internationals, they have more internationals than Pop's old Spurs teams. Yeah. They got a Canadian. They got, where's Dorka from? I think Dorka's from like Denmark or something. Or Finland, one of them countries as the ball is in play. Then you got some Americans in there. You got an Italian in there. Yeah. A French woman in there. They got people from all over. Enrique with the ball. Enrique drives, corner to JC Sheldon. Corner three, she buries it. JC Sheldon, corner three, assist to Ogumbawale, and it's 45-33. Nafisa over to McBride. Back to Nafisa. Nafisa with the pump fake. Drives left hand. Throws. Tries to go under and misses. Rebound to Dallas. And Enrique pushing it quickly. Hesitation dribble. Drops it down to Tierra. And Tierra McCowan with the basket. Tierra McCowan being extra assertive today. McCowan up to 13 points. Oh, and Alana Smith tries to find Nafisa, but throws it right out of bounds. So ball to Dallas. Yeah, RC JC getting comfortable. She's getting the minutes due to all the injuries. She's starting as the second as the two guard here, and it's paying off. You know, she's doing what she does best, play defense, and now she's just shooting the three. Sevgi gets the screen from Mo Billings, drops it off to it goes cross court to JC. JC pump fakes. Out to Sevgi. Sevgi down to Tierra McCowan. McCowan around Nafisa, and that's barbecue chicken alert. Tierra McCowan eating down there, and it's 45-37. Honestly, it doesn't matter to the Lynx. They're not a good. They give up a lot of points in the paint. Oh, good steal by Sevgi, and out to Enrique. I'll finish my point. Enrique hand up to Mo Billings. Left hand finish is good. And it's 45-39, just like that. The Wings making a run here to end this quarter. And a timeout called by the Minnesota Lynx. So what? 1 minute 34 to go. Defense to offense for the Wings here. And they have cut that deficit down to 6. So to finish my point earlier, the Minnesota Lynx give up a lot of points in the paint, especially to centers who are capable of cooking down there. I think the Liberty outscored them in the paint on Tuesday, but they still ended up winning the game because they were forcing turnovers and knocking down threes at a high clip. RC says, Jay, I just drafted Bronny at 55 on 2K. I made sure to control every team for a second because the CPU take Bronny James early in the first round. Yeah, sometimes at that point you gotta take over, and then you can give it back to the CPU afterwards. I will be taking not streaming, but after this stream, I think the second round of the draft is at 4 p.m. on ESPN. So I will be interested to see where he goes, if he goes in that second round. Interesting, the league decided to do the NBA decided to do 2 days of drafts of the draft this year. All right, so the Wings on a little bit of a run here. The Wings are on a run. Let's see what the Lynx can do to stop it. They're really good about stopping the runs. So ball in play, McBride over to Williams. Williams down to Alana Smith at the foul line. Alana Smith over to McBride. McBride for the left wing three and misses. Fight for the rebound. Ball goes off of Dallas and it stays Lynx ball. Enrique has like that KT tape over her right shoulder. I guess she's having some shoulder pain. So McBride to inbound for the Lynx over to Williams. Williams likes that mid-range jump shot. She misses. Ball tips around. McCowan with the rebound. Over to Enrique. RC said they act like the NFL. Yeah, they said they're trying to make it an event, but it's not the same thing. It's not the... Enrique with the crossover on Bridget goes in, throws up the floater, and draws the foul on Bridget Carlton. So the momentum seems to have shifted towards the Dallas Wings. They have a chance to cut more into this lead by the Lynx. RC said, you going to watch the Aces in the Sky tonight? Yeah, I'm streaming that game as well, RC. I'll be on for that game at 6:45. Game starts at 7 here on the East Coast. Enrique knocks down the first free throw. So I'll be on for that game, and I'll be on for your Indiana Fever game at 10 p.m. So we got three games tonight. 3 games this evening that we'll be doing. Alana Smith to the bench. Who's checked in? Dorka Yuha's back in as Enrique knocks down both. So it's a 4-point game here. 4-point game. You have Courtney Williams with the ball. Over to Dorka. Back to Courtney. Over to Nafisa. Over to Courtney. She misses the jump shot from the foul line and this rebound to the Wings. They have a chance to get this even closer. Enrique dancing with the ball on the right side of the floor. She dribbles it back out. Enrique calling for something. I don't know what she's calling for. I'm confused myself. Enrique drives by Bridget. Goes up Monique Billings. Baseline jump shot is good. And Mo Billings knocks down the jump shot. We have a 2-point game here. 2-point game. Nafisa brings it across half court. Nafisa drives. Pulls up for the jump shot. Misses. Rebound Mo Billings. And Dallas have a one chance here to tie or take the lead here as we go into halftime here. Enrique with the ball by half court. It's probably a half a second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Enrique dancing by half court. Gets the screen from McCowan. Enrique drops it off to McCowan. McCowan blocked by Nafisa. And Bridget throws it up too late. And that's how the quarter ends. So at halftime, the Wings go on a nice run here to end this quarter, and they get the lead, the deficit within 2. 45-43, Minnesota over Dallas. So we'll look at the box score in a moment of this game, but the Wings go on a nice run here to end that second quarter. RC says Maddie has surgery on her broken finger, so it must have been in bad shape. Yeah. Mamba mentality temporarily canceled. Yeah. Tudo says good stop by Minnesota. Yeah, it was a good stop there. They get outscored 28-17 in that quarter. Minnesota does. Which isn't good. But we'll take a look at the box score momentarily. Taking a look at the box score momentarily. Let me get that loaded up. RC said, Wing showed me. They said, RC, we wasn't spoiled. We was just married. Yeah, they were just sitting in the batter. sitting in the batter right there. Sitting in the sauce. Just waiting. But we'll see if they can sustain it. Because we know they could easily fold here in the third. All right, let me get this the box score loaded up, guys. Taking a little bit on the ESPN website, but let's get it loaded up. All right, cool. Here we go. All right, hope you guys can see that. Minnesota 45, Dallas 43. Minnesota outscored Dallas 28-15 in the first quarter. Dallas outscores them 28-17 in the second quarter. The Lynx. Oh snap! I'm over here shrinking the stuff. My bad, y'all. For the Lynx, you have Bridget Carlton with 8 points and 2 rebounds, 2 of 3 from 3. I put a bet on her to score 3 threes and Minnesota to win. So hopefully, that comes through. Alana Smith with 12 points and 4 rebounds. She hit 4 or 5 from 3. You have Nafisa Collier with 13 and 8 rebounds. You have Kayla McBride with 5 and 3 assists. Courtney Williams with no points and 2 assists. I wish she could have played like that against us on Tuesday. She was just knocking down the mid-range jump shot, but people change when money's on the line. Xander Lassini, I wish she would have played like this as well. She has 0 points in the 4 minutes she's played. Yuhas with 3 points and Heidemann with 4 points. off the bench. For Dallas, you have Natasha Howard with 4 points and 4 rebounds. Tiara McCowan with 15 points and 7 rebounds. Ogunbowale with 8 points and 7 assists. Sheldon with 3 points. And Sevgi with 2 points. So everybody in the starting lineup for them has scored, with McCowan leading the way. She's on double-double alert. You have Mo Billings with 5, Kalani Brown with 4, Odyssey Sims with 2, and Lou Lopez Seneschal played a minute. She doesn't have any points. So everybody but her has scored for the Wings. Let's take a look at the team stats. We have the Wings shooting 44.7% from the field. The Lynx shooting 43.6%. The Lynx doing what they do best, shoot from 3. They're shooting 47% from 3 on 8 of 17 shooting. Wings are shooting 3 of 7 on 42.9% shooting. Rebound-wise, we have 22 rebounds for the Wings, 20 for the Lynx. And assist-wise, the Lynx have 13, the Wings have 12. The Lynx are out-stealing the Wings 3-2, out-blocking the Wings 2-0. The Wings do have more turnovers by 1, 6 turnovers to 5. The Lynx have given up 8 points off of their 5 turnovers. The Wings have conceded 6 points off of their 6 turnovers. Points in the paint. The Wings abusing them 24-12 in the paint. Tiara McCowan has a lot to do with that. The Lynx have 8 fouls to 4 for the Wings. And the Lynx had a 15-point lead at one point. Dallas had a 2-point lead, which was the first possession of the game. So that is the box score and the team stats for both of these teams so far. Alrighty. As I did mention, let's take a look at the upcoming games here. This is game 1 of 3 we're doing today. Game 1 of 3. 2 of those has 2 turnovers is going to be the difference, I feel like. Yeah, same thing that was on the Tuesday game. 21 turnovers for the Liberty compared to 11 for the Lynx, and they lose by a few. They lose by what? They lost by 5? Yeah. It was 94-89. So you even half the turnovers, or even take away 5, 6 of those turnovers, it could be a totally different game. But 21 turnovers, you're not going to win too many games unless the other team has just as much or more than you. Let's take a look at the schedule, the upcoming schedule in the W. So right now we have this Minnesota at Dallas game, of course. At 7 p.m. we have 2 games. We have Connecticut at Washington. That game is on NBA TV. Excuse me. We also have Vegas at Chicago. That is the other game we're going to be doing the watch-along for. That's on Prime Video. So make sure you guys are tuned in for that with me. Then we have the other late game on Prime. We have the Fever versus the Storm. That game, we'll be doing that as well at 10 p.m. Then Friday, we have Atlanta at Connecticut. So Connecticut on a back-to-back, a road and home. So they'll be in Washington. Then they have to go up to Connecticut and host the Dream at 7:30. We may do that game at 7:30. LA at Phoenix, 10 p.m. on Ion. Remember, Prime on Thursdays, Ion on Fridays for the W. Saturday, you have the Aces at Washington, and then you have the Wings at the Storm. That's at 9 p.m. We won't be doing any watch-alongs for these Saturday games. So that is that. On Sunday, I'll be at this Atlanta at New York Liberty game. That's at 1 p.m. on ESPN. So make sure you're tuned in for that. Then Minnesota plays Chicago at 3 p.m. on ESPN3, ESPN's digital channel, or you can watch it on League Pass. And then Indiana at Phoenix at 3 p.m. on ESPN. Then we start off July. Man, we're already in July. It's crazy. July 1st, Connecticut at Phoenix at 10 p.m. Dallas at Seattle at 10 p.m. as well. I'll probably do a watch-along for this July 1st game, Connecticut at Phoenix at 10 p.m. So we'll probably do a watch-along for that. As usual, I always put the schedule in the community tab on my YouTube channel, or I put it in the calendar on the Twitch. I have a calendar widget on my Twitch homepage that you could see what games we are going to be doing. And then on Tuesday, we have 4 games on Tuesday. I'll be at this game on Tuesday, so no watch along on Tuesday. Minnesota at New York. See if New York can finally get a win against the Lynx. And then Wednesday, is that only one game on Wednesday? Phoenix at Dallas. If that's the only game, we definitely will be doing that. Let's fast forward. Oh, I went too far. Let's go to Tuesday here. Jeannie says, who thinks CC will take more than 15 shots tonight? She usually takes about 11. It'll be tough against a Storm team. They're gonna focus to shut her down. Skylar Diggins-Smith will be on her, but 15 more than 15 shots, I say no. So on Thursday, July 4th, no watch. I don't think we'll be doing a watch along that day. I think I have somewhere to be during the day. If anything, it'll probably be this late game, the Mystics at Vegas, depending on what time I get home. And then again on Friday, we have 3 games. So we have a little. We'll see how many games we do this week. Schedule permitting, we shall see how many games we do. Alrighty, so we're still at halftime here. If you're just joining, we're still at halftime between the Lynx and the Wings. Looking at this, I'm gonna look at that game really quickly, Jeannie. Have they played already this year? Yes, they played twice already this year. So the Storm have won both games. Looking at the last game for the Storm at Fever, Caitlin took 17 shots in the last game. She did play all 40 minutes. She had 20 points and 9 assists. And let's see what she did in the first game, which was on May 22nd. She plays well against the Storm. She had 21 in the first game. Had 20 in the second game. Caitlin took 16 shots in that game. So she may take more than 15 if history serves as a reference. She's taken 16 and 17 shots in the 2 games against the Storm. So it is a possibility that she could. She did have 9 assists last game. So if I was gonna make a nice little parlay on that, I'll probably bet her assists. Alyssa Smith had 23 and 10 that game. Aaliyah Boston had 11 and 12 that game. 11 points, 12 rebounds, that is. Who scored for the Storm? In the last game, the Storm won 103-88. Nneka Ogwumike had 17 and 6. Ezzie Magbagor had 15 and 8. Skylar Diggins-Smith had 18 points and 9 assists. Jewel Lloyd had 22 points and 6 assists. So it was a very high-scoring game, 103-88. Both teams putting the ball in the basket, shooting high percentages from the field. Seattle shot 56% from the field. That goes to the defensive aspect of the Fever. But we shall see. We shall see. All right, let me get my things ready for the third quarter. We're still at halftime. Thank you all for joining on this early camp day game down in Dallas between the Lynx and the Wings. If you haven't subscribed and you're new to the channel, make sure you're subscribed. It really helps the channel out tremendously. We do these all season long. So make sure you're a part of the community. Jeannie said, which games am I covering today? So I'm covering this game, of course. I'm doing the Aces at Chicago game at 7 p.m. And I'm also doing the Fever at Seattle game at 10 p.m. Eastern. So the only game I'm not doing is the Connecticut Sun at Washington Mystics game at 7 p.m. So we're doing 3 out of 4 games today. So make sure you join whatever stream you can. Leave a like. Even if you can't stay, just make sure you leave a like. It really helps the channel and the algorithms and all of those YouTube metrics. Tudo says, so Jay, what do you think? Min gonna blow it out or will it be close? I think Minnesota will end up blowing this game. not blowing it as in losing it. I think they'll end up turning up in the second half and putting this game out of reach. I think the Wings will run out of steam. They have found something here with the post with Tierra McCown, Kalani Brown, whoever's down there. But I do think Minnesota will end up pulling it out. What was the line on this game? Don't remember. Let me take a look at what the line was on this game. The spread, I should say, not the line, the spread. Minnesota was a 9.5-point favorite according to ESPN. I think the Lynx will handle that. I think the Lynx will handle that. The Lynx will cover that. Jeannie says, how do you think the Sky will do against the Aces? It'll be tough. This is the first time they're playing this season, if I'm not mistaken. It'll be a battle between Asia and Angel. It'll be tough. Chelsea Gray is back. So it'll be interesting to see if she starts this game or they still slowly work her back in, have her come off the bench. They do have an advantage down in the post with Camila Cardoso. I think she'll play really well against Kia Stokes. But everywhere else is gonna be tough to stop. Plum, Young. It's gonna be a tough battle for the Sky. I do think they lose that game. The line on that game, Vegas are 10.5-point favorites on the spread. I do think Vegas will cover that at 10.5. So Vegas will win by 11 plus. It'll be interesting at times, but in the end, I do think the Aces pull it out. Otudo says it dropped to 7.5 for that Minnesota Dallas. I would take that. But I'm not going to. I'm gonna save. I don't like. I do bad when I bet sort of like without doing enough thinking and research. But sometimes you just got to do it that way. Man, this halftime feels like forever. I say that every stream, but it feels like it's extra long today. But we are ready for the third quarter. We are ready. Let me get the time ready. We're saying we are ready. Okay, now we're ready. Jeannie says, why doesn't teams box Reese out? They try, but she has very great rebounding position. So it's not as simple as just boxing her out. She does move around a lot. She's very active, so it's not easy, I should say. She's very active on the boards. And she has that sort of Dennis Rodman like gene where she could track where the ball is gonna be. She's gonna be the one to go for it. If it's a long rebound, she's chasing it down compared to other players. So it's hard to contain someone like that on the boards. I see a lot of people saying, "Oh, she gets all her rebounds from her misses." Maybe one or two a game, but the majority of them, she's the quickest to the ball. Which you got to give her credit for. That's a skill that that's a motor that a lot of people don't have, which makes her a asset to her teams. Because she was doing the same thing in college. It wasn't like this is something new. She was getting high rebound games in college as well. So it's not a surprise to me. Alrighty. Still here at halftime. I'm waiting for the game to restart here. Second half, I do think, like I mentioned, the Lynx take over. I think the Wings will hang around for a bit, but I don't think they'll have the stamina to compete. Once the Lynx start hitting their threes again, this game can get out of hand really quickly. Tudo says, I wonder what the odds are for a Rookie of the Year. Yeah, I didn't even make a a future for that. All right, now they quickly come back, and the third quarter has. Wait, why did they say it's 8 minutes 20? Somebody's falling. Is this right? Wow, guys, somebody was asleep at the league office as Nafisa scores the bat. Wow, somebody was really asleep here, people. They come back to the broadcast. We're already 2 minutes in, and the score is 51 to 48. That is unacceptable. Wow. Somebody was asleep there at the league office, and they come back, and that's disappointing. So we missed about a minute and a half of game 2 minutes of game action. And we start at the 8 minute mark here. Wow, that is embarrassing. 53 to 48, guys. 53 to 48 as McBride shoots a three and ball gets tipped out by Minnesota. That is unacceptable. Ball back in play with the wing. I'm wondering, why is the game taking so long to come back on? And they over here showing W commercials. And Natasha Howard with the ball throws up the jumper and gets fouled by Nafisa. So it's 53 to 48 here. 53-48. Let me see who scored earlier. That is insane. So Natasha Howard at the line for free throws. She shoots the first and makes it. So JC Sheldon hit a 2-point jump shot. Then Alana Smith made another three. Courtney Williams made a three. Arike Agumbawale made a three. And then Nafisa made a two before they put the broadcast back on. Natasha Howard hits the second. Ball back in play. Something happened here. They're reviewing the shot. The something wrong. It looks like Kayla McBride got hit in the mouth. They want to go review that. Kayla McBride got hit in the face, so they're gonna review it for a hostile act. Jeannie says Reese is a good player, but if you see your player can't guard her, you switch it up. Unfortunately, they don't have anybody else to guard her. If you put Boston on her, then Smith can't guard Cardoso. So you, I see what you're saying, but I guess in the moment she was saying, we have to, we need Boston to guard Cardoso. So if she can't, I guess Christy Sides was thinking if she can't guard Reese right now, then she can't guard Cardoso, who has more of a height advantage on her. But like you said, she should have tried to switch it up, but it wasn't just that, because you guys on the Fever were doing good offensively to start the quarter, and then they just fell apart with turnovers and bad shot selection. I was going to do a live stream rewatching that fourth quarter so we could all watch it at the same time. But yesterday it didn't work out for me. Hey, Miss Betty, what's going on? Salute to you. Hope all is well. So I don't think that's a hostile act. It looked like Kayla McBride was running and just ran into JC Sheldon's arm there. So it's 53 to 50 here. 53 to 50, 3-point game. So I guess the referees are reviewing it. They're talking amongst themselves to see what the resolution should be. They're showing the stats from the Commissioner's Cup final against the Liberty. Pains me to look at. 27 points off of 20 Liberty turnovers. That is just insane, man. Oh, so they do say it's incidental contact between Kayla McBride and J.C. Sheldon. So no foul play there. It stays with Minnesota. So it's Minnesota ball, sideline, out of bounds. Ball inbounds to Kayla McBride, over to Courtney Williams. Courtney Williams over to Alana Smith, who's 5 of 6 from 3. Over to Courtney Williams, pump fakes. Comes off the screen, Courtney Williams, baseline to Alana Smith, finds Bridget Carlton on the cut. One leg fall away jumper, goes off the glass, and scores. 55-50 off the Bridget Carlton jumper. Natasha Howard over to J.C. Sheldon. J.C. Sheldon comes off the screen, goes cross court to Arike. Arike fakes the pass. Step back jumper. Misses. Rebound to Bridget. Carlton, left side of the floor, over to Courtney Williams. Cross court to McBride, over to Bridget. Bridget. Oh, bad pass to Nafisa. Arike picks it off, coast to coast. Layup. Arike Agumbawale. So it's back to a 3-point game here. 55-52. Nafisa over to Alana Smith. Over to Bridget in the corner. Arike closes that down. Over to Alana Smith. Over to Bridget again. Bridget on the drive from the right-hand side. Out to Courtney Williams, top of the key. Courtney Williams gets the screen from Alana Smith. She tries to throw a hook pass and a steal by the wings here. Sevgi brings it up the court. Over to Arike. Arike slows it down, calling out for screens. She goes over to Natasha Howard, bad pass, and she gets fouled. Alana Smith with the foul on Natasha Howard, going for that steal. So it's still Dallas ball here. Dallas inbounds the ball to Natasha Howard, left side of the floor, guarded by Nafisa. Natasha Howard pulls up for the foul line, jump shot, and it bounces off the top of the backboard and gets stuck at the top of the backboard. Does it roll off? No, it doesn't fall. So the basketball is stuck at the top of the backboard here. They're going to try, and I don't know what they're going to do. The ball is stuck there. I guess they're trying to figure out how to get it down. Oh, so they throw another ball up there to get it. So the Lynx with the ball to inbound here. 5 minutes 50. Oh, my clock is still running. I didn't stop the clock. 5 minutes 51 seconds to go here. Ball in play. Natisha Heidemann into the game. She had 4 off the bench. Oh, Arike almost gets to steal. Natisha Heidemann over to Dorka. Over to Bridget Carlton. Bridget Carlton picks up her dribble. Over to Nafisa. Nafisa with 7 on the clock. Nafisa pulls up and buries it. Was that a 3? Oh, it's a deep 2. But that was a tough shot by Nafisa. Nafisa up to 17 points here. Sevgi with the ball. Sevgi off the screen. Over to Natasha Howard on the drive. She goes up for the scoop ball. She smokes the layup. McCowan misses, gets her own rebound, gets it again, and scores. So it's 57-54. Kayla McBride with the ball. It gets ripped away by Arike, and they call a jump ball. Great defense by the wings there. So it's 57-54 with 4 minutes, 56 seconds to go here. So they call a timeout here. Timeout here by, it's an official's timeout. So with 4:56 to go in the third quarter, the Wings hanging around. It's a 3-point game. I'm so disappointed in Natasha Howard there. She had a wide open layup and didn't even just hit straight glass. But Tierra McCowan hooping today. And one of the days she decides to hoop, she already has a double-double, 17 points and 10 rebounds. Nafisa Collier, 1 rebound away from it, has 17 points and 9 rebounds. Tierra McCowan doing great work for my fantasy team. Doing great work for my fantasy team. She said that -7.5 is -106 at the moment on FanDuel. Let me look at my fantasy team, see how we're doing so far. I have 3 players on my fantasy team playing in this game right now. So Nafisa Kali. Oh, I got Nafisa and Tierra. So both of them doing work right now. Courtney Williams not doing as good. Oh, the other person, that's Kayla McBride. Okay. So we're in good shape. We are in good shape. Salute to everyone here. Salute to everybody on the stream. We're in the second half of this game. It was a early game today. Camp day game for the Dallas Wings. Camp day game for the Dallas Wings, which is why it was an early game, 1 p.m. Eastern start. It looked like it was going to be bad early. Minnesota got out to a 28-15 lead in the first quarter, but the Wings came back in the second, outscored them 28-17 to make it a 2-point game at halftime, and now we are at a 3-point game halfway through the third quarter. Yeah, Minnesota, they're the team that will bend, but they won't break. Like on Tuesday, they gave up a 9-0 run to Stewie to make it a 1-point game, but they never gave up the lead. They're talking about Maddie Siegrist's finger surgery that she broke last time the Lynx and Wings played. They said she's in New York rehabbing. I guess she went to the hospital for a special surgery or something. Natisha Heidemann with the ball for the Lynx. She goes up, gets blocked by JC Sheldon, but they call a foul on JC. So Natisha Heidemann going to the line for free throws. Tisha Heidemann for the first, and she knocks it down. And hits the second. Natisha Heidemann hits both. So it's a 5-point game here. Under 5 to go. Odyssey Sims and Monique Billings have checked into the game for the Wings, as well as Kalani Brown. Arike Gumbawale, left wing 3. Arike knocks down the 3, and it's back to a 2-point game here. Lynx with the ball, excuse me. And Cecilia Zandalasini with the travel. Great pressure by Arike Ogumbawale. Ball back to the Wings. Wings with a chance to tie or take the lead here with a 3 if they hit it. Odyssey Sims with the ball. Odyssey Sims. And they call a foul on Kayla McBride on Arike Ogumbawale. First foul on Kayla McBride. Ball in bounds with the Wings. Over to Monique, back to Arike. Arike, right side of the floor, calling out for the screen. Goes behind the back on Kayla, gets it to the paint, throws up the floater, and ties the game. Arike Ogumbawale ties the game at 59. Beautiful move. Natisha Heidemann goes behind the back twice. Over to Nafisa. Over to McBride. McBride with the pump fake. Spin move. Throws it up. Gets fouled by Kalani Brown. She took a shot to the chest there. She's holding her chest a bit. Tudor says Minnesota problem could be foul trouble if they're not careful. Yeah, they don't want to get into the bonus early again. So Kayla McBride at the line for free throws. She buries the first to retake the lead. McBride at the line for the second, and she buries both. So back to a 2-point game, 61-59. Odyssey Sims with the ball. Odyssey Sims on a hardship contract with Dallas. She used to play with them last year as well. Sims out to JC Sheldon. Sheldon throws a pass in there, dangerous pass. Kalani Brown saves it, but it's a turnover to Dallas. That was a bad pass by JC. Bad entry in there. Natisha Heidemann with the ball. And Kalani, she stops and Kalani Brown runs right into her back. So Natisha Heidemann was dribbling. Kalani Brown was trying to get back into play. Natisha Heidemann does a pullback dribble and runs right and backs right into Kalani Brown. Kalani Brown out, Natasha Howard in. Lynx inbound to Dorka. Dorka Yuha's handoff to Xander Lassini. Xander Lassini drives, gets into the paint, drops it off to Nafisa. Jump shot is around and good. 63-59. Billings over to Sheldon. Oh, Sheldon finds Sims on the roll, and Sims left wide open under the basket and scores. Wings keeping pace here with the Lynx here. Heidemann over to Yuhas, over to Xander Lassini. Xander Lassini into the paint, goes up with the floater and scores. Xander Lassini starting to assert herself here. Had an assist on the last play and scores here. 4 points, 4-point lead here. Arike comes off the screen. Over to JC Sheldon. JC Sheldon drives, picks up a dribble, tries to drop it down, but the Lynx kick it out of bounds. Minnesota gets a break, and it stays with the Wings. So it's still Wings ball. They'll inbound under their basket here. Odyssey Sims to inbound. Odyssey finds Monique Billings on the left side of the floor. She drives, spin move on Dorka, goes up with the left, gets fouled, and won. Monique Billings, wild shot. She does a spin move, gets to her left hand, throws it up high off the glass, bounces around, and scores. So it's 65-63. Chance to make this a 1-point game here. So Monique Billings, she's on a hardship contract as well with all the injuries Dallas has. With Natasha Howard back, not getting starters minutes anymore. But she scores. Up to 8 points and 4 rebounds for Mo Billings. It's a 1-point game. 1-point game here in Arlington. Alana Smith with the ball. Alana Smith to McBride. McBride goes up, scoops with the left, and they call a foul on Natasha Howard. McBride going back to the line for free throws. So Kayla McBride at the line for free throws. She has 7 points here. Foul on Natasha Howard. I think it was challenged here, guys. I think this foul call has been challenged by the Wings. They showed some stats, some awards here. Sabrina won Eastern Conference Player of the Week for last week for the East. Asia Wilson won Western Conference Player of the Week last week. Any more words they have? No, that's it. So they're reviewing the play. I'm guessing. Oh, yeah, Dallas did challenge that call. So we shall see. All right. So we'll see what the resolution is. We'll see what the resolution is. So 65-64. Dallas is outscoring Minnesota 21-20 here in the third quarter. The Lynx had a 15-point lead at one point in this game. That lead is no longer. This is a fight to the finish here. For my personal preference, I need Minnesota to win and Bridget Carlton to hit one more three. She hit 2 threes in the first quarter and hasn't shot a three since. So 65-64. We're still waiting for the decision here. Still waiting for the decision. So they're showing the replay here. I guess they're saying it's the left hand of Natasha Howard on the hip. So I don't know what, they still haven't made a decision yet. All right. In the meantime, guys, this is the first of 3 games today. We'll be back at 7 p.m. for Aces Sky, Asia versus Angel, and then at 10 o'clock, we'll be back again for Fever Storm. So what are they saying? They're trying to make a decision here. They haven't given it out yet. Dallas did lose the challenge. It is a foul on Natasha Howard. So McBride back at the line for 2 free throws. She makes the first. I don't know what's happening. Wow. So I guess there was some miscommunication between who the foul was on, maybe. I don't know. The commentator's not giving me anything here. But McBride hits the second. It's 67-64. All right, Odyssey Sims with the ball. She gets off another screen. She goes to her left hand, throws up, and scores. Foul and 1. Odyssey Sims in her first game back with the Wings this season. Signed on a hardship contract earlier this week. Odyssey Sims hits the floater and goes to the line for the 3-point play. So Odyssey Sims, she misses the free throw, rebound to Alana Smith. 67-66, under 2 minutes to go here. Heidemann over the feed, back to Heidemann. Heidemann fumbles the ball, gets it back though, goes under the basket, finds Alana Smith. Alana Smith to Heidemann, back to Alana Smith for a 3, that's off. Rebound to Sims. Wings with a chance to take the lead here with a basket. Over to Enrique Ogunbowale. Enrique with the ball, probing, throws it to Monique Billings. She pump fakes, goes up, and scores. And the Wings take the lead, 68-67. 68-67. Alana Smith with the ball over to Kayla McBride. She gets ripped by Odyssey Sims. Odyssey Sims with the steal. Sims drops it off to Howard, who gets blocked. And they call a foul on Xander Lassini. I thought the block was clean. There was a bad camera angle. And now Natasha Howard going to the line to try and extend this 1-point lead. I think they might review this one, the Lynx will. Odyssey Sim drops it off to Natasha Howard. That was a clean block, unless they're going to say with the body, but that was a clean block there. Minnesota does challenge the call, so we're into another coach's challenge here. And we'll see. That looked like a clean block from the angle I just saw. Xander Lassini gets her shot, gets the block shot on Natasha Howard. That looked all ball to me, unless they say it was a foul on the body. But that looked like all ball. I think Minnesota will win this challenge. So the referees are at the table reviewing this play. Referees are at the table reviewing this. So McBride, what does McBride have? McBride has 9 points here on 1 of 5 shooting from 3. Nafisa still has 19 and 9. Alana Smith with 15 on 5 made threes. So they're reviewing the call as I had mentioned. So Dallas has fought all the way back. They've been fighting all day here. All even afternoon, I should say. So you got 18 from Arike, 19 from Nafisa, 8 assists from Arike, 9 rebounds from Nafisa. Both efficient here, 6 of 12 from the field for Arike, 9 of 13 from the field for Nafisa. Salute to everybody here on the stream, new and old. If you haven't liked the video already, make sure you leave a like. Really helps the channel. Subscribe if you haven't. We'll be back later for 2 more games this evening. 2 more games this evening. So make sure you're subscribed and those noti bells are on if you want to be notified when I go live. So I think Minnesota won this challenge. Minnesota has won the challenge. They say it's a jump ball now. I guess since nobody had possession after it, so they're going to say it's a jump ball here. Jump ball between Nafisa and Natasha Howard at center court. 68-67. Dallas has retaken the lead. Ball jumps up, and Minnesota ends up getting the ball after all of that. McBride over to Alana Smith. Down to Nafisa. Nafisa pump fakes, goes up, and scored, foul, and won. Nafisa scores the basket, gets hit on the elbow, and will go to the line for 1 more. She's over 20 points for the game. So Nafisa with 21 and 9, looking for the 3-point play here, and she buries it. So it's 70-68. The Lynx retake the lead here. We're approaching a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. It's been a slower 3rd quarter in terms of how much time we've been in it. Odyssey Sims in the corner for 3, doesn't shoot it. They give it back to her. She shoots the 3 this time and buries it. Odyssey Sims knocks down the 3, and the Wings retake the lead. 71-70. Kayla McBride over to Alana Smith. Alana Smith spins off Natasha Howard, gets into the paint, goes up with the left, misses. Nafisa gets the rebound. Double-double for Nafisa. McBride on the drive over to Xander Lassini. She drives. Throws up the floater and misses. Arike with the rebound. Arike Agumbawale quickly up the court. 25 seconds to go here. 20 seconds to go. Arike crossover on Xander Lassini. Step back jumper. Misses. Rebound to Heidemann. And Heidemann runs out. Heidemann quickly up the court. Goes up. Up, under, oh, she smokes to Leah. Rebound, Zandalicini, stolen by Howard. 6 seconds, over to Enrique. 4 seconds, Enrique throws up a floater. Mrs. Howard tips it up. Oh, and it doesn't go. What a fast-paced last minute that was there. No buckets result from it. But at the end of the third quarter, the Wings take the lead, 71-70. I thought Enrique should have passed the ball to the corner, but Natasha Howard almost gets the tip in there. It bounces on the rim a couple times, but falls off. So at the end of the third, Wings 71, Lynx 70. Wings trying to end their 11-game losing streak. Yes, you heard me right. They're on an 11-game losing streak at the moment. So let's get our stuff ready for the fourth quarter. Minnesota outscored in that quarter 28-25. Tough way to end the quarter for Minnesota. The Wings were getting into the paint, drawing fouls on the Lynx, which allowed them to inch their way back into this game. Looking on the duel, Minnesota minus 2.5 at minus 130. You have Dallas Wings at plus 102 at 2.5 on the spread. I'm looking at this live specials. I'm trying to see what I want to do here. Do I go Nafisa for 30? I might do Nafisa for 30 at plus 160. I think I like that. Nafisa for 30 at plus 160. I'm going to put that. Yeah, so I'm going to do that. So I just put a live bet on Nafisa to get 30. She's at 22. So that's just 8 points in this quarter. It's a close game. I expect her to be aggressive here in order for them to win. I still need Bridget to hit a 3 and Minnesota to win for the other one, but we shall see. All right, salute to everybody still here. We're still in the break between the third and fourth quarters. This game has been much better than I anticipated after the first quarter. Looked like Dallas was down and out, but that second quarter, they went on a nice run, and they've continued it. They've scored 28 in both the second and third quarters, outscoring the Minnesota Lynx. So fourth quarter about to start. Hopefully, they come back to the broadcast on time. They came back to the third quarter broadcast 2 minutes into the quarter, so we had missed a couple buckets. But hopefully they come back on time this time. We haven't seen Tierra McCowan. She's in double-double. I think she has 17 points and 10 rebounds. All right, now they're back at the broadcast with Latricia Trammell. Dallas bench is outscoring Minnesota's bench 23-11. People just falling over the court. Bridget Carlton with the ball over to Alana Smith. Smith over to Courtney Williams. Courtney Williams drives into the paint. Ball gets tipped away, and they get the steal. The Wings get the steal here. Odyssey Sims with the ball. She's been a bright spot. Yeah, Lace Cowboy, I thought so as well. But the Wings fall back. Odyssey Sims goes up with the left and scores. Odyssey Sims scores, and it's 73-70. Wings. Nafisa over to McBride. McBride over to Williams. Williams to Bridget. Bridget shoots the baseline jump shot and scores. Bridget Carlton knocks down the baseline jumper, and 73-72. Thought this would be a blowout, but they fought back here. Oh, they find Monique Billings. Good pass from Sims. Sims doing it all here. And finds Monique Billings wide open under the basket. 75-72. Alana Smith over to Nafisa. Nafisa comes off to Nafisa into the paint. Over to Bridget. Bridget for 3. She misses. Rebound Natasha Howard. Over to Sevgi. Sevgi with the ball. Right side of the floor. Attacks the basket. Goes out to Mo Billings. Mo Billings for the jumper. Short. Rebound to Courtney Williams. Courtney Williams over to, almost got picked off. Bridget Carlton with the ball over to Nafisa. Foul line jump shot is good. Nafisa Collier knocks down the foul line jumper, and it's a 1-point game here, 75-74. 75-74 here. Ball to Natasha Howard. Howard over to Odyssey Sims. Odyssey Sims for three on the left-hand side. Odyssey Sims! Oh my! Odyssey Sims back in Dallas. First game back with the Wings. And she knocks down the left wing three. 78-74 here. McBride with the ball. McBride over to Nafisa. Nafisa, another jump shot. Misses badly. Rebound by Sevgi. Wings in control here. Sevgi with the ball. Sevgi, base foul line jump shot, and she hits. And timeout, Cheryl Reeve. So the Wings go on a 9-4 run to start this quarter. 80-74 Dallas. 80-74, and the crowd is alive here. Odyssey Sims has been a difference maker for the Wings here. Has 14 points, 3 assists on 2 of 2 from 3, 6 of 7 from the field. Odyssey Sims. Wow. Odyssey Sims. Who would have thunk it? But Coach Reeve of the Lynx calls a timeout, trying to get her troops back into this game. Game is slowly slipping away since that second quarter. Is there a good crowd? It looks that way. It looks like you see a lot of kids there for the camp day game. It's not like packed to the brim, I don't think. But it's a real good sized crowd. A lot of kids there. For what I've seen. But wow. Because this game started, I think, Texas is about an hour. Texas is Central Time, I believe. So the game started at noon. So yeah, it's a good crowd. It's a good crowd. You could hear the kids going crazy. I don't know if they know what's really going on, but they cheering. And that's what this is for, to spread awareness, not spread awareness, to raise awareness to the W, get kids involved, so that kids could come to games that are not only camp games, but ask their parents to come to games as well. A lot of people say this is camp day games were their first experience to the WNBA. So that's why the W continues to do it. Let's see if there's any more camp day games, coming up. We had one last week in Chicago. Let's see if they have any more coming up. Tuesday, let's see, Wednesday, Thursday, none next week. Let's continue to look. Yeah, they don't have any in the next 2 weeks or so. They may have some later on in the summer. I know last year the Liberty had one. But we shall see. We'll see. Tudo said this is not looking good for our bets. Yeah, not at all. Not at all. I need Bridget to hit a 3 and Minnesota to win. The second one I just made before the fourth quarter was Nafisa to get 30. She gonna need to get 30 for them to win. Ball and play with the Lynx here. Nafisa with the ball. Nafisa drives. As I say that, Nafisa to the basket and scores. Let's go, Fee. Save my day. So the score is 80-76 here. 4-point game. Wings are on top. My clock is a little behind. They came back to the broadcast a little late. Enrique goes up, misses. Monique Billings gets the rebound and gets fouled on the putback. So it's 7 minutes and a second left to go in this game. Minnesota continuing to foul. And Mo Billings will go to the line for free throws. Odyssey Sims with 14 points, 3 assists, 3 steals. She is hooping. Monique Billings hits the first. I wonder what's going to happen when all the players come back for the Dallas Wings. What's gonna happen to Monique Billings and Odyssey Sims? And she hits both. The score is 76-82. Dallas on top. Olivia Apupa in the game. Nafisa for the foul line jumper. She shoots an air ball. My goodness. Wish she was doing that on Tuesday. I keep saying that, but jeez. Wide open jump shot and misses the rim completely. Ball in play with the Wings. 82-76. And Nafisa almost gets to steal, but it goes out of bounds and it stays with the Wings. So the lineups on the floor: Carlton, Collier, McBride, Uhas, and Apupa. Wings is Howard, Agumbawale, Uzun, Billings, and Sims. Ball into Odyssey Sims, guarded tightly by Apupa. And they call a foul on Olivia Apupa over aggressive defense on Odyssey. Ball in play with the Wings. Odyssey Sims trying to fix her hair while the ball's in play. Enrique dancing with the ball. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Enrique over to Natasha Howard, who pulls up for 3. Misses. Rebound, Monique Billings. Monique Billings pump fakes, goes up, under, misses. Rebound, Nafisa. Nafisa with the ball, bringing it up the court. Nafisa over to Dorka. Dorka with the ball over to Apupa, over to Nafisa. Nafisa drives out to Dorka. Dorka with the ball. Dorka over to Apupa. Apupa drives into the paint, and it goes off of the Wings' foot. I thought it was the Lynx, but it's the Wings' foot. 6 minutes to go here in the game. So it's Lynx ball to inbound here. 6-point game. They get it to Kayla McBride. Great play. And she's found right open under the basket, and they score. It's 82-78. Under 6 minutes to go here. Monique Billings over to Odyssey Sims. Guarded by Apupa. Odyssey comes off the screen. Odyssey goes behind the back. Odyssey goes to the left. Throws it up with the left. Misses. Dorka slaps it off the backboard. Gets the rebound. Apupa brings it up the court. Apupa down to Nafisa. Out to Bridget. Come on, Bridget. I need a 3, Bridget. And Bridget hits the 3. Bridget Carlton hits the 3. It's a 1-point game. Minnesota down 1. Bridget hits the wide open 3. Now I just need to win for the bet. And Nafisa finds a wide open Bridget Carlton, and she knocks it down. I think Bridget went to Iowa State, if I'm not mistaken. Bridget Carlton, native of Canada. Yeah, she went to Iowa State. Dang, this is her fifth year in the league. Tudo says, now I just need the Wings to choke. Yeah, exactly. I need the Wings to choke. What would make me even happier if Collier scores 4 more points, too. I had her for a 30-piece. But we're in for a good one here, guys. We are in for a good one. I appreciate everyone who is here on the stream. Make sure you leave a like. We'll be back at 6:45 p.m. Eastern for Aces Sky. That game is being shown on Prime Video. Aces versus Sky Angel. Asia should be in for a good one. Should be a good one. So we're in a timeout right now by the Wings. They're trying to regroup here. As I mentioned multiple times so far, the Wings are on an 11-game losing streak. 11-game losing streak. Like Tudo says, not going to lie, Minnesota winning 26 minutes for the game. This would be a tough loss, yeah. This would be a tough loss. At this point, it would be a tough loss for both teams. Wings fought so hard all game, took the lead, and then you lose, and then the Lynx having a 15-point lead to a team on an 11-game losing streak, and you blow it. That would be tough. Still in commercial here. Still in commercial. All right, now they're back to the broadcast. Now they are back to the broadcast. Looks like a nice sunny day down in there in Dallas, Texas. Arlington, to be exact. Looking at Cheryl's game plan, they said compete for 40 minutes. You got 32 bench points, which is good. Disruptive on defense. They have 14 points off of 11 forced turnovers, and they are scoring the ball, shooting 53% from three as the ball is back in play with the wings. Odyssey Sims, Billings, Agumbawale, Howard, Sheldon. Agumbawale over to Howard. Howard runs right into a brick wall in Nafisa, and Apupa's on the break. Apupa slows it down. Over to Bridget. Bridget down to Nafisa. Nafisa what goes up, under, goes back out to Bridget. Bridget attacks JC Sheldon. Pulls up for the jumper. Misses. Rebound by Dorka. Uhas with the ball. Picks up her dribble out to Fee. Fee attacks Billings out to Dorka. Long two, and she scores. The Lynx retake the lead. 83-82. Yeah, it was a long two. Her foot was on the line. Hits the corner jump shot in front of the Wings bench. Arike on the drive, shoots the off-balance jump shot and scores. Arike Agumbawale. 84-83. Another lead change here. The Wings retake it. Apupa with the ball. Over to Dorka, back to Apupa. Apupa drives, picks up her dribble. And the Wings get the steal. Odyssey Sims on the break. Throws it up with the left, misses. And Odyssey Sims saves it, but it goes to the Lynx. Kayla McBride with the ball. Slows it down, waiting for her teammates. Over to Apupa. Right side, over to Dorka, mid-post. And Natasha Howard slaps it out of her hands. It goes into the backcourt. So Apupa saves it. Apupa attacks the basket. Drop off to Nafisa on the drive. Goes over the left, and they call a foul. Nafisa gets hit by Natasha Howard. And Fee will go to the line for free throws. So no Courtney Williams here. They're going with the 30-year-old rookie out of France, Olivia Apupa, to man the offense right now and command on defense. So Nafisa at the line for free throws. We had a poll at the beginning of the game who would score the most points between Nafisa as she bricks the free throw, Arike or other. I went with Nafisa. She's up to 26. Agumbawale is up to 20. So Nafisa is winning that challenge right now. And she buries the second. So Nafisa up to 27 points here. Nafisa up to 27. And we're back in play with the Wings. Tie game, 84 all. Under 4 minutes to go here. Arike comes off the screen, throws up the three! Arike Agumbawale throws up the three-pointer off the screen. And it's a three-point game. Wings up. Dorka Uhas with the ball. Over to Bridget. Bridget, left side of the floor. Gets the screen from Dorka. Looking for something to do. Goes corner to Nafisa. Nafisa gets the ball tipped by Mo Billings. And Mo Billings with the steal. Throws it to Odyssey Sims. Odyssey Sims attacks. Goes up and scores. Fouled and won. Odyssey Sims having a game to remember for her 16 points in her return to Dallas, being signed on a hardship contract at the beginning of this week. I don't know if that was a foul. It looks like she throws out the arm, but she scores. Monique Billings, great hands on the defensive end, deflects the pass. And Odyssey Sims attacks, scores, and gets fouled. Tudo says, where was this Minnesota when they faced New York? Seriously. And they challenge again. Minnesota is challenging the foul on the play. They're saying it's not a foul. The basket will count if it gets reversed, but there will be no foul call. Jim says, is this the same Lynx that spanked the Liberty? That's what I'm saying. That is what I am saying. This is crazy. And so the Dallas Wings tonight this afternoon. 89 points. They have 19 assists, 33 rebounds. They're shooting 68% from the foul line, 57% from three, 47% from the field. They do have 9 steals as a team. So defense to offense. Wings might mess up our bet. We love losing money. Yeah, this is crazy. This is crazy. Bridget hits the 3. I'm thinking we in good shape. Now with 3 minutes, 10 seconds to go, they down 5 with a possibly about to be down 6. Jim says I can't make any sense in this league. Yeah, the thing is anybody can get beaten. Anybody can get beaten on any night. Any team can get beaten on any night. So they're still waiting on the call on the floor. The call was challenged by Minnesota. We'll see what the resolution is. The Lynx led by as many as 15, and now they're in a fight with the worst team in the league, record-wise. And they potentially could lose this game. Sorry for the quiet. Sorry for being so quiet. I'm trying to hear what they're saying. I want to know what the call is. What the call. Excuse my voice crack. Call is. Jim says maybe the refs are having a sandwich. Yeah. Probably taking a little siesta. Let me turn this up. It was a successful challenge. Successful challenge, so no foul to Bridget Carlton, but the basket does count. Basket does count. Natisha Heidemann in the game for Ipupa. So they're explaining to the coach about what happened there. She thought it was going to be a offensive foul. It ends up just erasing the foul on what you call it, on Odyssey Sims. Nafisa with the ball over to Heidemann. Heidemann over to Dorka. Dorka with the ball. Dorka to McBride. McBride, quick 3 and misses. Rebound to Tierra McCown, who's finally seen minutes after sitting for a while here. We're under 3 minutes to go here. Minnesota in danger of losing this game. J.C. Sheldon comes off. J.C. Sheldon gets the ball ripped by Kayla McBride. Over to Nafisa on the break. Nafisa, fast break, layup. Great defense by Kayla McBride. Rips J.C. Sheldon, and it's 89-86. Odyssey Sims with the ball now. They gave the ball to J.C. Sheldon. I don't think that was a good play. Odyssey to the basket, goes up with the left and scores. Odyssey Sims again. 91-86. Wings looking to play spoiler here. Heidemann over to McBride. McBride, quick 3. Misses. Rebound to McCown. McBride struggling. Under 2 minutes to play here. Season high 36 points from the bench of the Wings today. Enrique with the ball. Enrique attacks. Resets. Goes back out. Tight defense by Bridget Carlton. They need to stop this possession. Enrique with the ball. 7 seconds. 6 seconds. 5 seconds. McCowan with the ball. McCowan falls on the ground. It goes to Enrique for 3. Oh, and she hits it, but they're saying it's a shot clock violation. They're going to review it. This is a big call right here. This is a big call right here. Wow. Arike gets the loose ball after Tierra McCowan fumbles it, shoots a 30-footer at the buzzer. It goes in, but the shot clock may have expired here. This may be the difference in the game. Tierra McCowan falls. She tips the ball or gets it and throws it to Arike. Arike, you can't see the backboard here to see if the light went off. They need a better angle here. Tierra McCowan saves the ball, throws it to Arike, and just gets it up quickly, but they're not showing the shot clock in the same shot there. I don't know if they have the camera angle. It's 1:40 to go here. 1:40 to go here, and what has turned into a really good game here, actually. Dallas looking to play spoiler here. Dallas were 9.5-point underdogs. This is the angle here. So Tierra McCowan falls. The ball falls out of her hand. She saves it. With 1 second, she passes it to Arike. There's no way she gets this off in time. Yeah, shot clock is off. Yeah, it's a shot clock violation. Not even really close when you really look at it. So it'll be Minnesota's ball, 91-86. 1:40 to go here in this game. 91-86. That's a big call for the Minnesota Lynx. If she hits that 3, that changes things dramatically. So Minnesota still with a chance here. Still with a chance, but it's an uphill climb with 1:40 to go here in Arlington. So what's happening? All right. Now they're about to inbound. So it's Carlton, Heidemann, Uhas, Collier, and McBride for the Lynx. They get the ball to Nafisa. Nafisa wide open. They miscommunication. Oh, she misses the wide open jump shot. Oh, Nafisa. That was the money right there. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Miscommunication. Nafisa wide open from the baseline. Just misses it. And then compounds it with the foul on Tierra McCowan. So they're playing a full court defense here. Minnesota is ball in play with Dallas. Dallas with a bucket here could really up their fortunes here. Odyssey Sims calling out for the screen. Odyssey Sims gets the screen. She attacks left. Spin move into the paint. Goes up, under, misses. Rebound, Dorka. Out to Bridget. Minnesota needs a basket. And fast. Over to Dorka Uhas. Picks up her dribble. Handoff to Heidemann. Heidemann over to Bridget. Bridget, foul line jump shot. Bridget Carlton knocks it down. It's 88-91. 3-point game here. 3-point game here. Under a minute to go. Under 1 minute to go. Heidemann playing tight defense on Agumbawale. Oh, she almost turns it over. Goes out to JC Sheldon. Wide open for 3. Oh, JC! JC Sheldon wide open for 3. Knocks it down, and that may be the dagger. JC Sheldon, wide open, right corner, right wing 3 in front of the the Minnesota bench, knocks down one of the biggest shots of the game. This is her second 3 of the game. She's only taken 2, none bigger than that one. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. What a turn of events here. JC Sheldon out of Ohio State, the rookie, with one of the biggest shots of her young WNBA career. Jim says this almost seems orchestrated. That's how basketball works sometimes, man. That's how basketball works. The Dallas Wings on an 11-game losing streak, on the verge of beating the #1 team in the West, Minnesota Lynx. So it's Minnesota ball, 48 seconds to go here. Let me run the clock down a bit. 48 seconds to go as they inbound to Bridget Carleton. Bridget over to Heidemann. Heidemann drives, steps back over to Nafisa. Nafisa with the pump fake. Nafisa drives over to Bridget. Bridget for three. Front rims it. Dorka Juhas. Oh, Enrique gets it. Oh, Heidemann gets it back. She fumbles it over to Dorka. Over to Nafisa. Nafisa with the drive. Nafisa drives over to Bridget. Over to Heidemann. Heidemann for three. And she airballs it. Dorka saves it. Oh, no, she doesn't. It goes out of bounds. So 20 seconds to go here. 20 seconds to go. The Lynx do not get a basket here. That's 94 to 88. Come on, Nafisa. I need 1 point to save my afternoon. So it's JC Sheldon with the ball to inbound here. With 20 seconds to go. 20 seconds to go here in the front court. Oh, it goes out of bounds off of Odyssey Sims. So the Lynx do have a prayer here. The Lynx do have a prayer. Jim says even a blind dog gets a bone once in a while. Yeah. A broken clock is right twice a day. All that. All them idioms. So Heidemann with the ball. Heidemann inbounds to Bridget Carleton. Over to Nafisa. Nafisa for three. Oh, front rims it. Rebound, JC Sheldon. They don't foul. Oh, and Enrique with the ball. I guess they're not going to foul. They're just going to let it run out. And that was a hook and a half for me. 29 for Nafisa. I needed 30. But the Dallas Wings, the underdogs, win this game 94 to 88. Break their 11-game losing streak. 11-game losing streak. Wow. First win since May 26. Jeez, that is almost pretty much a month without a win. That's tough to swallow. Cameo says, how was Courtney today? Courtney Williams was 3 points, 4 assists. She didn't have a good game. Didn't play too many minutes in the second half. Wow. Wow. I'm shocked here. I'm shocked. Dallas with the win. Dallas with the win. Odyssey Sims, star of the game, returns to Dallas on a hardship contract signed this week due to all the injuries. And she has one of the bigger games of their season off the bench. We're going to take a look at the box score before I let you guys out of here. Give me a second. Let me turn this down. They're talking to Odyssey Sims. She's probably the player of the game for them. All right, so let's take a look at this box score here, people. What a game. Dallas gets the win. 94 to 88. They outscored the Lynx in the second, third, and fourth quarters to seal it. They were down 28-15 in the first. Outscored them 28-17 in the second. Cowboy, I'll see you, my guy. 28-25 in the third. 23-18 in the fourth. Bridget Carleton with 17 points. She gets my threes, but they don't get the win. Alana Smith with 15. She had 3 threes in the first quarter. Nafisa with 29 and 11. Hooks me. I needed 30. McBride, another struggle game, 11 points. Courtney Williams didn't play most of the second half. Had 3 points, 4 assists. Xander Lassini with 2. Juhas with 5. Heidemann with 6. Miller and Apupa do not score. The Wings, Howard with 6 and 6. McCowan, 17 and 12. She didn't even play most of the second half. Magumba Wale with 23 and 9. JC Sheldon with 8. And Sevgi with 4. Monique Billings, 14 and 6 off the bench. Kalani Brown with 4. Odyssey Sims started game 18 and 4 off the bench. Lou Lopez doesn't score. Liz, salute. Liz, salute. All right, y'all. That is it for this afternoon. Camp game done. Dallas, they finally get the win. They haven't won since May 26th of 2024, of course. They get their win. They move to 4-13. The Lynx, their losing streak Their winning streak is broken. They're 13-4. All right, leave a like on the way out. Subscribe if you haven't already. Appreciate the support. We'll be back at 6:45 Eastern for Aces versus Sky. Aces, Sky. I'll see you guys then. Until next time, appreciate the support. Salute.